So, this is about the trading journal. So, I was going to send over a Google Sheets document, but turns out I found a better option for you guys. So, first, you're going to want to go to Notion. So, I'll drop a link to Notion in the Discord channel. Basically, it's notion.so. And then you come onto this page, you're going to click on Try Notion Free. Once you click on this link, you're going to want to sign up via like Google or just like a regular username and passcode. Save that information. I'm going to send you a link to this template that I created. I found this template online. I made some adjustments to it, and so I'll just go over what this is now. So when you first come on Notion, you'll see that there is a menu on this left-hand side. You can close the menu by closing sidebar. At the top here, we have, says Trading Journal. We have an image. Scrolling down, this first module is your trading journal for your trades. We have our overview. We have active, where you can see all active trades. We have closed, where basically if it's inactive, it's going to show up here. We have all of our wins. Which basically, if your P&L is greater than 0, it's going to show up here for wins. You can adjust this filter by clicking on filter, and then you'll click on rule, and you can see it says P&L is greater than 0. For your losses, it works pretty much the same way. So if your P&L is less than 0, it's going to show up on losses. And then for timeline, I don't really need this per se, but just as a quick way to look at what your trades, I'm looking like over a span of time. So going back to overview. So we have our symbol of whatever the ticker is. We have our entry date. We have our exit date. If you guys are going to be trading, then you enter your entry date and exit date on the same dates. Direction, you have long and short. If price is in an uptrend or bullish, it's going to be a long position. If price is in a downtrend, it's going to be in a short position. You can list your number of contracts. You would be listing your entry price for the option contract. So say for example, you're getting SPY. The price of SPY is $400, but the option contract was like $25. You want to put 25 right here. If you get out of that contract at $250, you want to put that for the exit price. So this is only for your option premium entry point and exit point. It will calculate the P&L by itself. It will also do a percent difference between your entry and exit price. If this trade is no longer active, meaning like you put the trade on this morning, you closed it by the end of the day, none of your trades are going to be active. So this box here should remain clear. If your trade is lasting more than 1 day, you're going to want to check the box to make sure that, we understand that that trade is still active. You have your strategies. So I added the strategies in. You got supply and demand zones, 50% rule, and the Strat and Barnum formations. If you click on these, they open up pages, but I'll get to that in a second. You can add your month for that position. So I went ahead and added all of the months out into the end of the year. So we have July all the way through December. So you can just click and then you can just change whatever that particular month is for that particular trade. So this is, where you would put all of your trade journal information. This is going to be a long list. At the bottom of your P&L for the dollar amount, you have the sum. And at the bottom for your P&L percentage, you have an average. Let's see what else. When it comes to your P&L percent number, you want to basically try to stay in a space that's no more than like 30 to 50%. You don't want to risk that much of your capital per trade. So, just a rule of thumb, you want this number not to be higher than 50% because, if your trade costs you $100 and you lost $50, you lost 50% of that $100, so 50% of that capital, right? You don't want this to be higher than 50%, negative 50%. So as we scroll down, we have this section for your monthly report. And so basically it'll have your month, it'll have the number of trades that happen in that month, the tickers. Then you'll see like the number of trades, the numerical number, so counting all the trades. So for example, for October, we have 3 trades present, and now it's showing the number 3. It'll show you the total P&L for that particular month, and then the average P&L percent for that particular month. You can always write a note. You can also write a note for each month, like something that you were thinking about, just like a summary to basically, capture whatever your thoughts were for that month of trading. As you scroll down, we have another section. This is your strategy. And so if you click on, so basically it has the name of the strategy, the trades that are affiliated with the strategy, the average P&L amount for that strategy, and the average P&L percent for that strategy. Also gives you a quick breakdown. If we scroll back up to our trades, you can see that for different trades, we've listed the strategy. And so basically it's saying, okay, if Apple, you use the supply and demand zones, then when we scroll down to strategy below, you'll see that Apple is listed for supply and demand zones. You can click on open. So you click on open, and basically this gives you like a breakdown of what's required for the strategy. For supply and demand zones, you want to make sure that you have your chart drawings from a bigger time frame to a smaller time frame. So think like your weekly time frame, your daily time frame, possibly like a 2-day or 4-day time frame. Then you have your smaller time frames like your 4-hour, your 1-hour, your 30-minute, right? We have our entry and exit signals for bullish positions and bearish positions. And then I added in a video at the bottom if you guys forgot how to draw your supply and demand zones. It's a link here. You can click on it, watch the video. It's a refresher, to learn how to draw supply and demand zones. If you click on the Stratton and Gartner formations, at top it tells you your average P&L from the strategy, the dollar amount and a percentage. We have a description. We got the trades affiliated with it. The required indicator for this is the Strat Customizer. You guys already have access to that. You have your entry and exit signals. If you scroll down, we have our Strat setups embedded into this section. So you should never really forget your Strat setups because, everything is attached here. And then at the bottom, we have a video for how to do your Broadening formations. So watch the video for insight. This last one is the 50% rule. So you click on open. So the 50% rule basically is to understand potential outside bars. And so when you're looking at the monthly time frame and you're using this OHLC monthly indicator, basically if you have a 2 down candle that's bullish, then once that candle approaches the 50% level, you want to think about a good way to get into that trade. This is like one of the strategies we discussed. And so your entry would be above the 50% entry on the monthly chart. and your exit would be based on seeing a reversal on either like that 4-hour chart, the daily chart, or the weekly chart. So of course, this is not for your day trade. This would be like a swing trade, a trade that you hold over a period of time, maybe days to weeks. At the bottom here, we have a couple of references for you to watch around the 50% rule. So feel free to check out these videos. They offer a lot of good context just around how people are using the 50% rule. I suggest using it on the monthly time frame, but you can also use it on your weekly time frame or the daily time frame as well. Let's see. So click off this. Actually, close. And at the bottom here is a section for your lessons learned. So if you're in the market or you finished your day and you thought about some things that, stood out to you, you can, add your lessons in here, and then you can tag it. And then you can just sort it if you like. Just keep a list of lessons. That way when you're doing like your weekly review or your monthly review, you can see, what you're learning, how you're progressing, and then areas of opportunity to continue to improve. One thing I want to show you guys is this. So when we go back up to trades, if you click on Apple, so go to open. So when you open this up, you can see your entry date, your exit date, your number of contracts. Was it a long trade or short trade? The entry price, the exit price. Your P&L is calculated automatically. The dollar amount, the percent is calculated automatically. You can add in your strategy and your month. If you scroll down some, you can also drag and drop. So basically all I did was I opened up my desktop folder, and then I just dragged, what's this right here? I just dragged from there. You see the plus sign pops up, and I can, let go of the mouse, and then this image will load automatically. This is good because you want to screenshot your trades. You can see I put like, this is a time level from your drawing menu. So we have the time I entered the trade, the time I exited the trade. Grab a snapshot of that, add it to your individual trades. That way when you have time to just review and see what's going on, you can see like, why you exited your trade when you did. So I can delete this. So you can right click on it, and I can click on delete. I can write a note here and say, I exited this trade on the 15-minute time frame once I saw a 2-2 bull reversal. So that could be a note as to why I exited that trade, right? Could say I entered this trade once we fell outside of the gap. So now when you look at this trade, you have your information at the top about it, as well as your analysis on the side. Pretty cool insight. Everything is in one space. You can close this. Another thing that I just saw, so if you click on open, you can click this down page, the down arrow, and it'll cycle through your charts. So that's pretty cool. So you can see all of your trades at one time. There's also an iOS app. I believe both of you guys have iPhones, so you can download the iOS app from the App Store. It's called Notion. You'll be able to come in and see the trading journal and be able to see all of the information that's present here. The idea is that, you know, once your day is done, you can open up Thinkorswim. I don't have mine open right now, but you want to click on the Monitor tab, which is the first tab on Thinkorswim. And you want to look at the time you entered your trade, the amount, and then the time you exited your trade. So let's see if I can open mine up really quickly. My computer's going really slow. I'm going to share a link to this template in the Discord channel, so check it out. Once you click on the link, it's going to be an option at the top that says duplicate. You're going to see it on this side over here. If you have any questions about that, let me know, and I'll try to give you guys a screenshot. But I'm already logged in. I already have the template loaded, so I can't see it on my side. But once you click on that template, you'll see an option that says duplicate somewhere along here. All right, where is Thinkorswim? So this is the Monitor tab. It's the very first tab up here. You can see that I entered my trade today, 7/21 at 11:34. Entered at $70, and then I exited that trade at 1:14 p.m. I sold my one contract at $80. I made a profit of $10, right? So I can document that trade in this space, and I'll go ahead and add in like the time in and time out, because you might want to know, like, you know, if you made like $100, like how long was that trade? Was that a 30-minute trade? Was that a 60-minute trade? Right? So I add that in. But if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll share these links in Discord channel. Peace.